Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to dig into some seriously powerful PowerShell commands. These aren't necessarily the ones you use every single day, but trust me, they are absolute game changers that will supercharge your workflow. We're going way beyond the basics to uncover some real hidden gems.
You know the feeling, right? You're hunting through window after window, clicking through endless menus, just trying to find that one setting. It's slow, it's tedious, and frankly, it's a total time sink. Well, what if there was a faster, more powerful way to get things done right from the command line? So here's our game plan for today. We're going to start by unlocking your system's secrets to see all the tools you already have. Then we'll dive into mastering digital inventory. After that, we'll get into hardware health checks, and we'll wrap it all up with some amazing commands for automation and even live debugging. All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, Unlocking Your System's Secrets. Think of these first couple of commands as the keys to the kingdom. They let you see every single tool you have at your disposal. Okay, so think of these two as a 1-2 punch for discovery. First up, you run get module list available. This shows you every single toolkit or module that's installed on your machine. It's like finding a massive toolbox. Then, once you spot a module that looks interesting, you use get command module and give it the module's name. That gives you an X-ray view into that specific toolkit, listing out every single tool inside. So now that we know how to find our tools, let's put them to work. Welcome to Section 2, Mastering Digital Inventory. This is all about taking stock of what's actually on your systems, which, as you know, is absolutely critical for security and auditing. Picture this. Your boss walks over and says, "I need a full software list from that server for an audit, like 5 minutes ago." Yeah, clicking through the control panel just isn't going to cut it, is it? And the answer? It's so beautifully simple. Get package. That's it. You just type that in, hit enter, and boom, you get a clean, complete list of all installed software. It's an absolute lifesaver for those I need it now inventory requests. But sometimes you gotta go deeper. You need the undeniable, absolute source of truth for what's installed on a machine. And on Windows, that source of truth, well, it's the registry. Now don't let this command scare you. It's actually pretty straightforward. We're using getItemProperty to talk directly to the registry. We're pointing it at HKLM, which is just short for HKey_local_machine, right where all the system-wide software info lives. By querying this specific path, you get the raw, unfiltered data. It's the definitive list for a real deep dive audit. Okay, software inventory is checked off the list. Now let's talk about the physical side of things with Section 3, Hardware and Health Checks. This is all about using PowerShell to see what's going on with your machine's actual components. You know, storage health is so critical. A failing drive can cause data loss, terrible performance. It's a nightmare scenario. Being able to check on it proactively without needing some fancy third-party tool is a huge win. And for that, we have two fantastic commands. Think of them as different zoom levels. Get volume gives you that high-level satellite view of your logical drives, your C drive, your D drive, and tells you their health status. But if you want to zoom in and inspect the actual hardware underneath, you use get physical disk. That one goes a layer deeper and shows you the physical device's health and whether it's an SSD or an old-school hard drive. Okay, here's a classic we've all run into. A user calls and says their webcam is dead or a USB port isn't working. Your first instinct is probably to open up the graphical device manager, right? Well, there's a much faster way. This single line of code is basically an instant problem finder. It's like magic. First, get PNP device grabs a list of every single plug-and-play device connected to the system. Then we use that little pipe symbol to funnel that list into where object, which acts as a filter. It just checks the status of every device and only shows us the ones that are not okay. In one go, you've found every device that's having a problem. And for our final section, let's get into automation and live debugging. This is where we shift from just gathering info to actively managing and watching our systems as things happen. Over time, a server can become a jungle of scheduled tasks. Some are important, some are old, some you've completely forgotten about. So how do you get a handle on the whole mess all at once? And the command to bring order to that chaos is, you guessed it, simple and effective. Get-scheduled task. This instantly spits out a list of every single task in the task scheduler. It's the perfect first step for any audit or cleanup job. Now this is a true game changer. especially if you've ever had to troubleshoot a live application. You know the pain. You keep closing and reopening a log file over and over to see new entries. There has to be a better way. And here it is. Get content is what reads the file, and -tail20 tells it to just show us the last 20 lines. But the secret sauce, the real magic, is that -wait parameter. That tells PowerShell, hey, don't close this file. Just wait, and as soon as a new line is written, stream it directly to my screen. It turns your console into a live feed of your log file. It is absolutely invaluable for debugging. So there you have it. From discovering tools and inventorying software to checking hardware and debugging in real time, these commands are basically your new admin superpowers. They let you be faster, more precise, and way more effective. You can really go from just clicking around to truly commanding your systems. We've shared some of our absolute favorite hidden gems, but the world of PowerShell is just massive. So now we've got to ask, what's that one indispensable, under-the-radar command that you can't live without? What's the secret weapon in your toolbox? Thanks for watching.